So, however, on Monday with my review of Karakuri episode 11. So, yeah, what a crazy episode. Premise-wise, it was... I mean, that's the thing. I don't think it's like too hard to follow, in my sense. Like, okay, to get in here, here's a lot of Shiroganes, where they know he created, like, the whole village. And then these old people are like, they are machines themselves in a way, so to speak, right? The automata, so they can fight with their bodies and so on. And yeah, it's like, premise-wise, it's not too hard to follow. But one thing that really surprised me generally is that they're already there. They're already at the circus. And that really surprised me at least. I mean, sure, the pacing is really fast, but they were going from China, and suddenly they are in Sahara Desert. Like, oh, here's this circus, we're gonna fight them now. This is like, what? So that is definitely... And I'm guessing the manga is also kind of similar. Obviously the anime is cutting a lot of stuff, right? So it's probably like a book in between here in the manga, and you just jumped it right away, like usually, right? So I guess it's more story in between them. But still though, like they go this so fast. That's surprising to me. And I mean, it's not hard to follow, but I thought it was gonna be more like a build-up, right? Like he's gonna train now, and it's more for Shirogane, maybe it's a memory, alchemist powers. They probably are more in the manga with the daughter there, how they're gonna, talk and maybe train some martial art or so on. Who knows? But I would say that I kind of would like it a little bit more like that. And then he's jumping into reality, he just flies into the next battle right away there. Anyway, they get circus right. All Shiroganes arrives. And like the badass leader, military one, gets insta-killed. That was really funny. I think it was like, oh yeah, she's died. That's interesting. The head right away, I was like, she's gonna die. Yeah, that was nice. And it definitely felt like a lot of them are like, kind of like Shirogane. And I mean, Shirogane, Eleanor Shirogane, right? Just in different shapes, like Fatima, she's like an African Shirogane. I suppose. A little more happier though. No, she's more like Eleanor, I guess. Or, sorry, Francine, I guess, yeah. Something like that. It's, I have this like really eerie feeling though that Narumi is like gathering up harem girls for his Shirogane Harem. There's a lot of Shirogane. It's like, oh yeah, immortal, gonna have a lot of girlfriends, and they're all also immortal. No, but they were really cool. I loved that bit the most. How the girls beating the puppets and with dressing attack there, and they were like, ha, we're just lying to you. So that was great. That was really great. And generally, I mean, it's a good, funny fights, right? Yeah, the fights were awesome, and how they were, like the whole Narumi beating up the merry-go-round. So all that stuff I think is really, really excelling. It's always with anime. The crazy battles, right? It's crazy puppet battle versus evil machine clowns versus a living merry-go-round machine. I mean, the battles are just really, really awesome. So that's great. And I don't really like super mind fast pacing and so on, but I do feel it's a little weird build up. It's kind of like they just mention the backstory, like, oh, by the way, here's the backstory of the brothers and this thing. Oh, yeah, yeah. The next episode right away is like, oh, fight, right? Next episode right away, they're like, oh, here we are. It's like, oh, that's interesting. So that I feel a little weird in anime, honestly. I do feel that. I don't think it's like bad, but it feels like I kind of want. It's kind of like, they kind of present this. Oh, here's the truth of the story. Here's the master evil and so on. The Francine, and she's hinted before the Francine, how she's presented her backstory. And then the very next episode, they're fighting her. And usually in the anime, it's gonna be like 100 episodes. But you know what I mean? It's gonna be a few episodes in between where they gather information with the train, or maybe like a side story of Shirogane and Master doing his own stuff and so on. Like something like that, which probably the manga has for that matter, right? But the anime completely skips here. That definitely feels weird. So again, so I don't understand what's happening, but I think it will be a little more build up, right? And I think that, I don't want to negative here, but I do think it's kind of similar to the death of Narumi, right? So the death. So he died, and of course he didn't die. And during the anime, he died, and then the very next episode and ending, he's alive. That's how I showed it, right? We in the manga, I haven't read the manga, but I read people's comments. So they're called, oh yeah, I read people's comments. And in the manga, right, that was like 3 books, I believe, that people commented at least, so correct me if I'm wrong, but it was 3 full volumes until he was revealed to be alive, right? And that's like 30 weeks then, I guess, 1 week per chapter. I assume it's the pace of it. So that's more than half a year, this one, yeah. we hear in the anime, there's like, okay, and then they skipped like 20 books and you showed it in the end, yeah. So that to me, even though I was like, he's probably not dead, so that was like a big surprise to me. I think that took away that death feeling a bit. So I still like the anime, but I think that kind of lowered that emotional impact that you had episode 4. Episode 5 is revealed. So instead of being, episode 4 is really impactful, but episode 5 is impactful and they have these crying moments and they feel sad, right? But then as soon as the episode comes to an end, it's, oh, it wasn't true anyway. And then it's like, so looking back to episode 5 then doesn't feel as emotional, and episode 6 then of course doesn't feel as emotional at all because you know it's alive. Where if it was like 5, 6 episodes after you knew that, then it'd be way more like, oh man, it might be alive, they really have a bad time here. Like for example, if you had a whole circus thing with one of the knife throwing, all that happened before we saw the was alive. I also think that was going to be better, but it's like the time span of it per episode. Then they have to have more of an airy. And when she's like, "Oh, you love him?" It's like, I don't love anyone. You say that because you love him, like that kind of like Shirogane Harem interactions one would be more, I think, stronger if we didn't know he was alive. No, that's probably the same with the manga though. So my point is more like that number of time, more like that. Not really that the story in itself, but more like that was revealed way before that, right? It was revealed so quickly. It was like let's say 5 episodes. And those episodes in between them would be stronger, right? It may was better, but the emotionally would be stronger. And I feel it's kind of similar here, where it's like here representing the massive bad guy, and it's like we have this like war suddenly. It's like a lot of Shiroganes, and it's really bad, really. But I feel that if they had built it up a little more, it would be more balanced, right? Because if they had built up that, okay, it's like we have a lot of Shiroganes, and we see them fight, and we see like the guy that fought those guys with the assassin guy, and we see those things, and like and one of the episodes of that, right? We see the other Shiroganes doing like really cool stuff, and see like maybe 10 or so of them, right? We're like, wow, these guys are pretty cool. And those other guys, Thor, yeah, those guys, yeah, there's some cool powers. And then it's like wartime, and then the war will be a little more. Oh yeah, who's gonna be in the team? Oh, they're gonna take Thor, taking this guy, taking this hot Fatima. They're getting, the daughter. Okay, that's the dream team. Okay, that you know what I mean, right? Now it's kind of like, oh, it's not Shirogane. What's happening? This people get a team and let's go in there. Yeah. So now it's like, yeah, there's no build up for it. And I think that to me is a little weird, especially then as we used to learn about Foreseen and the series and so on, like last episode, and suddenly we're already there. So comparing it to One Piece after this, compared to One Piece, it'd be kind of like, here we present the new warlord, and then next chapter like fight the new warlord, right away, yeah, without any kind of like this is the new character, this is his abilities, or slowly showing him, and then the fight right after like 10 episodes or 10 chapters. So people say bad pacing, but see, I mean, the difference is that we build up, and the perfect is probably having something in between, where it's like some build up, but it's not too slow, it's not too it's not taking too much time. Then we get here. But this here I feel is too fast, right? They just presented the bad guy or presented this thing, and then we were already here, right? So I think that to me is kind of where I'm a little bit in the anime now. I'm like, I really like it. I mean, the battle was awesome and so on, but it's kind of the first 5 minutes or so, I'm just kind of laughing. I'm just kind of like, oh, this is just crazy now. Okay, everyone's there. Okay, well, let's go. Let's go in there. Yeah, like, oh, whatever. Yeah, it feels a little bit like that, right? That being said, though, I think my Mariano Tio had last week that the brother's alive because he just left Francine there. I think that seems to be very true because they're right at the circus, so they're probably gonna kill Francine, right? In let's say 5 episodes. The pacing is really high, so they're probably gonna defeat her quite soon, right? And then they're gonna have more bad guys to fight. And Mouse is doing his whole thing, right? So that's probably gonna be to connect to the brother thing somehow. Anyway, Hopper's review was negative, but I don't feel it's like it's bad. I don't feel the anime is like, oh, this is crap, but I feel it's just like you just come off a little weird, right? Like, you see what I mean? Like, I like it, I like the bass a lot, I like the premise, I like the ideas, but I do feel that the manga is probably maybe not much better, but in this aspect, the manga is probably much more feeling there. We actually have the side stories. It's kind of like sometimes you need to take a break from the massive tempo pacing and do that. Like the Swept, I think was great. In that sense, he died, and the school, and then it's like, yeah, kind of need a little bit. Here's like, okay, here's this massive backstory. Really awesome. I don't love the backstory. Really awesome backstory. But then suddenly, after the backstory, bam, Sahara, massive war, right? So I think that's a little weird for me. But again, I like it, and I understand what's happening. It's not like too high pace, so you can understand the storyline. It's just kind of like the storyline feels a little, oh, already there? This is almost like a tour, yeah. Something, it's some kind of weird feeling. Anyway, hope you like this review, even though it's a little late, but yeah. See you guys with my One Piece review soon here, and tomorrow's more anime reviews.